Hello.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We are out here.
What's up?
I think the theme for this evening is what a 2020 it has been. In case you are not familiar, my name is Shaka.
Your name is Shaka. I guess that makes me Kidada. It's the opposite.
Obviously, it's not. No, I'm Kidada.
This is Shaka.
And we're Riders Against the Storm. And we want to welcome everybody in here for the end of the year celebration for the new philanthropist. This has been an awesome year that no one is ever going to forget. And we do still want to take the time to celebrate, especially to honor those of us who participated in TNP and all the great work that they have managed to accomplish despite some of the adversities that we've been facing.
That's right. It's a great organization, and it's making sure that we can survive that adversity by implementing diversity and equity into the city, into the boards and organizations that really, make this city what it is. So congratulations, y'all, for making it through a year that was very challenging. But we're here to focus on the highlights, the things that have been undeniably successful. So, buckle up. Get your stuff right. Get your little drink or whatever you need. Hopefully you're comfortable. Let's get this thing going.
Absolutely. Before we get going and get you guys some music from Riders Against the Storm, because we're going to have all kinds of things going on this evening. We have music from Eliud. We're going to have poetry from Ebony Stewart. And of course, we're going to have music from us, Riders Against the Storm. To start us off, we have to make sure that we thank our sponsors for making this evening happen, St. David's Foundation, and of course, Tito's Vodka. Hopefully y'all got your Tito's out there. And also Chameleon Cold Brew. And one thing that we want to highlight as we go out through our evening is that you're going to see our little friend right up here. And this is our info so that you guys know where to go donate. So if you guys have a great little reader, please go ahead and use your QR reader to go and find your place to donate. There's also the donation button in the description. And also it's down at the bottom here on the ticker here.
Can't miss all that.
You really can't. You can't. If one isn't for you, then you got another option. Then you got another option.
I mean, we can call you too. You send us your number.
I'll call you. I'll show up at your house.
Call. It's not a problem. But text. We could be friends.
I want to thank you guys. We want to jump into it and get the energy going. So why don't we jump into some Riders Against the Storm music right now? And I hope you guys get lifted, get yourself situated, and feel really, really good.
The realness. It's like lightning. That's how we striking it. Mind upon nine, how we shopping it. Taller than an obelisk. Move with our promises. Music is the weapon, so we polished it. Nourishment. That's what we bring it to the people. Man, encouragement. From the cities to the meadows and the villages. Phenomena, we like the dawn. Ain't no worries here. Because we had no fear. Don't want no mushroom clouds up in my salad. Don't want no computer chips up in my brain. Don't want to hear the song that's on the radio. Just want to sit by the river and maintain. Don't want no mushroom clouds up in my salad. Don't want no computer chips up in my brain. Don't want to hear the song that's on the radio. Just want to sit by the river and maintain. The time is very rare, but we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here together, have no fear. Our feelings we will share, cause yeah, we know the dead. That's why we know the dead. That's why we know the dead. The time is very rare, but we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here together, have no fear. Our feelings we will share, cause yeah, we know the dead. That's why we know the dead. That's why we know the dead.
Tell me I broke your heart, you hate my art.
Pull my car,
shatter my mind, pull me apart. I'm happy that you did it because all is forgiven. Happiness should never be a parade of religion. I'm on the bruise as I pay my dues. Not a fuse under my complacent ass. Take me to task, taking no weapons to pass. I'm excited, we not gonna riot. We fighting riots, we all excited. We walking by it, we talking science.
Don't even try it.
I'm happy with you
without cause.
I'm happy with you
because I am God.
Let your stories marinate.
Let's go.
Before you take a taste,
Hey.
read between the lines on your face.
Say why?
It's Space is the place for your grace.
Say what?
Space is the place
Yo,
for your
the time is very real, but we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here together, have no fear. Our feelings we will share, cause yeah, we know the deal. That's why we know the deal. That's why we know the deal. The time is very real, but we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here together, have no fear. Our feelings we will share, cause yeah, we know the deal. That's why we know the deal. That's why we know the deal.
Yeah.
The realness. The realness.
Yeah.
But we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here together, have no fear. Our feelings we must share, cause yeah, we know the deal. That's why we know the deal. That's why we know the deal. This time is very rare, but we can't go nowhere. We gotta stay right here.
Community and some of our leaders. Speaking of leaders.
Yes, we are going to invite Paulina Atieda to come and just bless us with her grace and her beauty, her smile, but also to just give you a sense of what TNP has been up to. She is the executive director. And Paulina, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Wow, what a show. That's Riders Against the Storm, y'all. Hello, I'm Paulina Artieda, the Executive Director of the New Philanthropist, and thank you for joining us tonight for the end of the year celebration. We know this has been a hard year for many of us in many ways. However, the New Philanthropist wanted to bring us together so we can share space, even if it means sharing space virtually. For this year, TNP has had a very profound and meaningful year. From the pandemic to the continued racial injustices happening to people of color at the hands of law enforcement, we know now more than ever the importance to making sure that our communities have BIPOC leaders rightfully have a seat at the table, create sustainable change, and also to help dismantle norms that are going to dismantle also the inequities that are happening throughout the whole year. I've also seen this year our sister organizations as well as even new organizations come together to provide emerging solutions. Solutions that, much like us, envision cultures where all people are seen, where all people are celebrated, and where there's space for everyone to thrive. You'll be able to see a little later the milestones that we've met, but not without the acknowledgement of the team and the people behind them. I'd like to profoundly thank the co-founders, Mando Rayo and Monica Maldonado Williams, as well as our board, Brenda Coleman Beatty, Max Elliott, Denise Hernandez, Angelica Raso, and Cody Horton. And of course, in addition to our team, Rocky Agrawal, Dr. Prince, and Nina Jenkins. Thank you for your countless hours and commitment to keeping us going. I'd also like to specially recognize the St. Davis Foundation. Thank you for believing in us and believing in our work, but also thank you for prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion in the Austin nonprofit sector. I know that for 2021, the New Philanthropist will continue to focus on refusing to do business as usual, to provide support and resources for nonprofits in order for them to gain the representation they need on their boards. And we will continue to inspire leaders and allies to speak their truth and to leverage their influence so they can also cultivate diversity, equity, and inclusion in their own leadership circles. I also want to thank you. Thank you for sharing tonight with us. Thank you for being present and enjoying our celebration. I know that without your support, we wouldn't be able to do this. If you'd like to, as Roz mentioned, if you'd like to continue to support us, and every bit helps from the small amounts to the large amounts to continue our work, you'll see, like they said, the QR code and also a link at the bottom in the ticker where you can donate. But without further ado, let's get the celebration started. There are prizes down the road, so make sure you stick with us the whole way through. And also be ready for some very special performances and our celebratory toast. So thank you for tonight. Thank you for enjoying this with us, and much more to come.
Thank you so much, Paulina. We'll check back with you at the end of the event. So I'm not just hosting our celebration this evening for TNP, I'm also a recipient of some of the work that they have ushered into the community. I was available to really and very proud to be a part of their board mentor program. It was really phenomenal for me to be able to sit with mostly women of color in my particular circle that were able to dissect and digest conversations about what leadership looks like, who gets to lead, and what part of this whole entire tapestry we get to govern and we get to elevate with our own ideas and our hearts and our intelligence and wisdom about our communities and about what we know is possible. I was so excited to be a part of this program, and we're going to have a few other people come in and give us their feelings about being able to participate in the work that TNP has done this year. Up first, we have Delia Garza and Mayor Pro Tem. And we're really excited because I believe Delia has just become Travis County attorney. So these are some very dynamic, powerful people who are a part of TNP. And we're excited to have them have a chance to voice who they are, what they do, and their commitment to TNP. So we're going to have Delia Garza come back on in just a second. So the program was really fantastic, and I believe there's just a little snafu, but we'll be back on in just a second. So TNP has definitely charged us with some awesome things this coming year. 2020 has definitely been difficult for most folks, but this is part of why we want to be sure that we celebrate this evening. And
yeah, man,
what do you feel like celebrating this evening is?
I mean, we're just celebrating that we're thriving despite adversity. I mean, it's been said, but you have to celebrate that. You have to celebrate all the steps, big and small, that get you towards your goal. And I can say that, from a concept that I remember Mondo and Elias talking about. I wasn't familiar with Pauline at the time, but I remember them talking about this concept years ago. And to the point where it is now, where there's an executive director in place, where there's funding in place, where there's participation in place, that is something that just needs to be celebrated, because it's the behind the scenes, it's the behind the doors activities that really play out into the community. And a lot of times, if we're not in the room, then we're not being considered. So, we have to, be thoughtful. We have to be mindful about putting people in positions where they can lead and they can have an influence on, from anything from city policy to finances to you name it. So, props to everyone involved, those that I know, those that I don't know, for just, sticking in there and thriving and making it happen.
Thank you for that. We're going to come back in with Delia Garza, Mayor Pro Tem, and her words for our program this evening.
Hi, Mayor Pro Tem Delia Garza here, coming to you from a day of Zooms and Teams meetings in front of a laptop in my bedroom. And I want to thank the New Philanthropists for the opportunity to be a mentor in this really amazing program. I'm so grateful to have met my group of mentees, already accomplished people in our community, but I look forward to seeing all the amazing things that they continue to do. It was great looking up at a screen and seeing faces that look like me looking back at me. We've talked about, why a lived experience is important in our group. We talked about imposter syndrome. We talked about representation matters. We talked about equity. We talked about sometimes being a little bit nervous about speaking your truth, but how important it is to speak that truth regardless, because that's what we bring to boards and to community groups, and that's what matters so much, and that's what we need in those rooms, in those boardrooms, making policies, making big decisions that affect people's lives. And so I wish the best of luck to every mentee in this program. I know I'm going to see you all do amazing things. I know this is an incredibly tough time for so many. And I know, I guess I feel like for me, it was a lot of, it felt like a good therapy session being in the groups with my mentees and just talking about these very important personal stories. Talking about lessons that we had learned, and that's how we create this pipeline of new leadership, of leadership that is diverse and prioritizes equity. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and again, I look forward to seeing all the amazing things that everybody in this program does. And thank you to the New Philanthropists for creating this great program to build this pipeline of diverse leadership in our community. Thank you.
We're really happy that Mayor Pro Tem Delia Garza has been offering such wonderful, powerful work in the community. And now she's moving on to bigger and more powerful things. And there's so many of the participants that got to have a moment with her and to absorb some of the knowledge of all of the efforts that she has put forth in the community, and now can make that a part of their work, can make it a part of their effort and their general grid as they try to alter the landscape that we're all living in right now, and to forward ourselves quite a bit in our imaginations and in our hearts. I love it. I love it. I love it. We have another video of another testimonial by Richard Tagle, and he's going to let us in on his thoughts and feelings as well. Y'all tune in and listen up.
Hi, I'm Richard Tagle. I am the CEO of the Andrew Roddick Foundation here in Austin, Texas, and I have sat on local and national nonprofit boards for the past 3 decades, and I am both honored and humbled to be part of the New Philanthropists Board Mentors of Color project. It is so much fun to interact and learn from my mentees who are young professionals and emerging in their respective careers. And so it is exciting to learn more about them and their excitement to be of service to the communities through the organizations they most care about. It is also so much fun to interact with other mentors as we explore the art and science of being on nonprofit boards. The art because we bring heart, passion, and even souls to the missions of these organizations we care most about. But there's also a science behind it in terms of understanding the legal aspects of sitting on nonprofit boards, or the financial aspects, or even the risk management components of being a trustee of community resources. And so I think it's very important for us to balance both the art and science of nonprofit board membership. And so I am very excited. I am very hopeful that we have these individuals who are so excited and keen and so focused on being of service to their communities, to our communities, through board service. So thank you so much for everything you do, the New Philanthropists. It's amazing how much change you are creating in our community for the better. So thank you for this opportunity to be part of it.
Thank you so much, Richard Tagle. I don't really need to say too much more. Y'all know what it is. We have some wonderful art coming up in just a little bit to kind of remind us about this year and all the ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, without philanthropy, without people, reaching back and giving back from the abundance that they have, we wouldn't have so much positive change happening. But without artists, without poets, where would we be? How would we understand ourselves? And there's a special poet that we've had the blessing of working with and being around. Her name is Ebony Stewart, and she's going to present a piece that she's written recently. I'm not sure the title of the poem, but tune in, check it out, listen to the words, watch the video, and just enjoy her majestic, poetic presence and power.
Right. Here we are with Ebony Stewart.
We forget that everyone is essential, that there are no non-essential people, that even when everything shuts down, someone is still working to make sure we all don't give up. I don't know how many front lines make up the front, but there's a whole lot of bodies trying not to give up. We forget that trauma is not always resilient. We forgot that the sound of sirens is still the soundtrack to the hood, and if you get out, this is still what it sounds like to be Black in the hood. Even before anyone ever mentioned racial disparities on the news, everything has been dying to live here. Some of us have to try harder than others. Talam Acey says, maybe this is God's work. I talk to God so much, sometimes I have to go ahead and answer myself. We forgot to be patient. We forgot that God is love. We forget how to love. We forgot to patiently love ourselves. We forget we call people with mental illnesses crazy if they talk to themselves. We forget there is no one way to pray. We forget that some people only know one way to pray. We forgot what prayer can do, but no poems like the back of our hands. We forget that some people have only ever had their hands, and a poem acted as a prayer to save us. We forgot how to be gentle and human. We forget that the loom of suffering does not mean survival every day. We forget how to do something but still manage to be believers. We remember fight or flight, but somehow we forget that some people freeze. My friend Buddy says he's not afraid to die, he just doesn't want it to hurt, but sometimes I don't know who I am without it. I am only ever sure of what's constant. One of my friends died during all of this, in this moment in time. One day she was here, and the next day she wasn't. There were only 10 people allowed at the burial service. I was one of the chosen, standing, socially freezing. What I mean is, I've gotten good at being by myself. I just don't want to die alone. We forget that some people have only ever felt alone. We forgot we need each other. We forget we are all essential, that there are no non-essential people. Distance does not make the heart grow fonder. We forgot about skin hunger. We forgot that some of us are aching to be touched. It's been X amount of days since I've gotten to see my partner's face. We forget how time works. We forgot that time doesn't measure how much you miss someone. All my body knows is it needs its person. We forget that in this lifetime, there are people who have been waiting for what feels like an entire lifetime. We forgot that some people have savings. We forgot that some people had to deplete their entire savings and still have rent and school and bellies, and the bills come and don't stop coming. We forgot that some people still haven't caught up. We know that capitalism is king and elitists have power, but we forget to be grateful. We forget that being grateful and being satisfied are not synonymous. We forget that some people have only ever known the struggle. When people say it's hard out here, some of us are not making it up. We know how to make a way. Real niggards make do, but it's like that one poet said, if we're silent about our pain, they'll kill us and say we enjoyed it, so maybe. We forgot to stay ready for what's been trying to kill us. We forget that some people aren't safe at home, but still stay home because they can't leave. And I haven't forgotten about them. I just remembered I don't know what more to do. Sometimes I forget how good I got it. Other times I forget to cry. Mostly for me, crying has never solved anything. I forget that softness is not a weakness, and crying doesn't have to cleanse everything. I forgot that I needed a break, that if not for this, I would have just kept going despite myself. I forget I have needs, and one of them is being mindful of taking care of me. I forgot how to be present. And being present and honest should not leave me stuck. I forgot how to celebrate my own self even when no one can join me. I need to know who I am when no one is watching. Sometimes I think I wrote this poem because I'll never forget. Other times, I know I wrote this because of how easily we forget.
I feel like that sums up quite a bit of this year. I feel like that's the weight of maybe what's in the forefront of our minds, and for some of us it's in the back of our minds, and for some of us it's in the periphery. But this year really has have us engage with a new way of life, with the frailty of life, with what we consider to be the most important, who we consider to be the most important, and how we allow ourselves to reorient the definitions of community. We really want to thank Ebony Stewart for doing what poets do, which is to kind of find some amalgamation of all of our emotions and give them shape and allow expression of our words, of her words, to give them some dignity. We want to thank her again. Please do your best to go find Ebony Stewart and let her know all of the wonderful, wonderful feelings that she gave grace and dignity for us this evening. Despite the fact that things may have been a bit difficult this year, or tragically difficult this year, we also want to have celebrations, some really awesome things. Some of our most profound genius elements had to come to the surface this year. We were constantly needing to pivot. We had to take our children from being in school and those regular schedules to being at home while balancing how I'm going to teach my child and work. I no longer had the interaction of work. I had to work from home. Some of us still had to go out and work, and our children were home, or our families were frail. It has really been difficult. And for people of color in particular, times of tragedy really allow us to see the margins even more so. So it's important that we find those celebrations and we find those victory and we champion them just as much, which is what tonight is about. So we want to take a moment to talk about some of the milestones that we have found in the delighted, most wonderful people of color way that we can find in our communities, and celebrate them with as much pride as possible. We're gonna go over some of the milestones of TNP this year. If you guys are still out there with us, and I see you all commenting, doing great things, take a moment to please go and donate to TNP. You have the QR code, but also in the descriptions of our stream this evening is the donate link, so you can go straight to the donate link. It's also at the bottom here if you would like to go ahead and type that into your phone and go and make a donation. It takes those types of supports and donations from all people to make sure that these type of endeavors stay in place and keep us keeping on, my friends. My name is Key Dada, in case you're just tuning in and joining us. I'm one half of Riders Against the Storm, and I'd love to tell y'all a little bit more about TNP and the milestones for this evening. It's been a sensational time for me, for sure, and I'd love to have you guys learn a little bit more. $543 diverse prospects of color. I think that's phenomenal for the new philanthropists. Board Mentors of Color program, 20 mentors. This mentorship program connects board prospects of color with community leaders in order to provide guidance on board leadership. And here are some of the wonderful faces of our board mentors. this year. Really glowing examples of what it means to lead. I love it. It just keeps going. That lets us know the amount of people that they have available, despite what might be the popular narrative. The Equity Chair TNP Board Workshop. 169 participants and 10 workshops. This training has supported new or experienced board prospects of color and allies to navigate nonprofit boards. 16 nonprofit boards started their diversity and equity and inclusion journey through TNP training. We've launched the board matching program with the goal to match by early 2021. It's really outstanding. Of course, all of these supporters and partners make that possible. And also folks out there, we have to thank some board of directors also for all their efforts. It really takes a village to make things powerful, potent, and available to the community. And tonight, our event sponsors, Tito's, Handmade Vodka, St. David's Foundation, and Chameleon Cold Brew. Thank you for all your support in 2020. Yes, I hope you guys have had a chance to trickle on over to the donation button. It's really, really important that we do so. And of course, we have to thank our sponsors for that. But we have more fun music, more culture, more power, more potency, more energy for you guys. We've gone through so much already in the short amount of time that we've just been here on camera, live with everyone here. Never mind everything that has happened in the last 12 months. It's been an incredible time. So I'm excited. I want you guys to enjoy our next musical artist, Eliud, and they're going to bring us some great cumbia vibes. I really enjoyed hearing them earlier, and I know you guys will too. Why don't you guys sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy Eliud.
No te he escrito una canción, no te tengo una razón, táctico y te extraño a muerte. Pasa el tiempo sin cesar, es tiempo de compensar, ya no quiero estar ausente. Tengo tanto que decir, hoy te lo voy a cantar con un ritmo diferente. Juntos siempre hasta el final, no me puedo imaginar una vida sin tenerte. Se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente. Se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente. Confieso lo mucho que te quiero. No tengo tanto que decir, hoy te lo voy a cantar con un ritmo diferente. Juntos siempre hasta el final, no me puedo imaginar una vida sin tenerte. Se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente confieso lo mucho que te quiero. Se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente se nos ha pasado el tiempo, nos volvemos viejos. Añoro tus consejos y honestamente confieso lo mucho que te quiero. Thank you so much. My name is Eliud, and this is my band. And we want to thank the New Philanthropists for having us over. Go check them out.
I was enjoying myself. I had my drink. Anyone else have a drink out there? If you got some drinks in the air, go ahead and put it in the comments. I got my drink. You got to have your drink. We're having a party. We are celebrating. We are about to turn up. We're about to feel good. We have prizes coming up in just a little bit. We have so many fun things to come up. Of course, Riders Against the Storm is going to come back on and let you all feel some more good vibes. Of course, again, my name is Kinata.
I'm Shaka.
And we are celebrating the new philanthropist this evening. And we want to make sure that you all are having a fantastic time as we remark on the whole year and all of the milestones and all the hills and valleys and pivoting and Zoom calls. I know Zoom fatigue is real. Does anyone else out there feel that?
Yeah.
You've got to feel the Zoom fatigue. First world problems, maybe.
It's definitely harder things to deal with in life, but it's been real out here. It's been real. I don't know how many of y'all have felt it, but I definitely have. But I've definitely felt guilty as well, complaining when I think about my ancestors and the things that they had to deal with. Right. I started talking about Zoom fatigue. I'm like, I got to check myself a little bit. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's real. It's okay. We can acknowledge the stress that being in front of a computer all day, every day can create. But, you know, definitely, as Ebony said, you know, we are all essential, you know, and I think that is a huge statement, regardless of whether you work and your work keeps you at home and you're in front of your computer, or you're doing the very, very difficult work of being a healthcare provider during a pandemic, or, you know, you're taking trash, or cleaning the house, whatever you do. You are essential. Even you don't have to have a job to be essential. You don't have to have a job or be working or do any of that to be important and be of value. And you know, it's just important to everyone to recognize that and to walk with that in their heart, because having a job doesn't make you better than anybody. Being on a board doesn't make you better than anybody. It just means that you have the opportunity to create more opportunity. And so we're hoping that you're in that mood right now. The energy, you feel like you want to create a little more opportunity. Hit those links, you know what I'm saying? Donate, give some money to an organization that is working in a very special way to make Austin a better place to live.
I love that Pamela Benson Owen said that she has her justice juice.
Ooh,
that's what we're drinking tonight. We are drinking justice juice. Mix it, put your little Tito's in there.
Come on.
And do what you got to do. Or maybe you need a little booze, get your chameleon cold brew in there. But we are drinking Justice Juice, margaritas,
we got that going.
Drinks. Celeste Quesada said drinks. Just drinks.
We out here.
We are out here. We want to bring on, speaking of folks who are just out here doing phenomenal things. we're going to bring on the founders to talk about their work, the work TNP is doing, and also our honoree this evening, which is William Buster. Let's just all give a round of applause for William Buster and the work at St. David's Foundation.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, we all have experienced some of the great outpourings of St. David's Foundations in one way or another, directly or indirectly. It has made a great impact in that community. And we definitely, in our community, we definitely have to thank William Buster for being a part of that magnificent shift that so many people in our community needed. Nonprofits, organizations, events, people of color, mentorship, all of these things have been made possible through some of his efforts and St. David's Foundation. So let's get into our video with our founders, Monica Maldonado Williams and Mando Rayo.
Good evening. My name is Monica Maldonado Williams, and I am a co-founder and now board chair of the New Philanthropist.
And I'm Mando Rayo, co-founder as well of the New Philanthropist, and I'm the current managing director.
When we founded the New Philanthropist, we had a vision where the leaders of the nonprofit sector were people with lived experience, who were empowered to bring the changes to the community that they wanted to see.
And we wanted to connect these leaders of color to more mainstream nonprofits, to really kind of dive in and understand the community issues, but also represent those people that are at with the most need.
Since we founded the New Philanthropist, we've seen tremendous progress in the sector, with nonprofits, funders, and leaders of color taking steps to make this vision a reality.
And with the support of our grantors and partners, we were able to build up all these programs, whether it's the board matching program that was recently launched, to our board mentors of color, or our equity chair workshops. We've been able to motivate and mobilize the community in this effort to bring that representation to boardrooms across Central Texas.
You know, we know this has been a tough year, and with the pandemic placing new challenges on nonprofits and cutting into their resources, the challenges are tenfold what they have been in the past. But we applaud your continued efforts to increase the diversity of your organizations and better serve our entire community.
And the trauma of 2020, whether it's, you know, the death of George Floyd to everything happening with the pandemic, we've really seen leaders of color stepping up and persevering through everything that's been happening. So I think, you know, not only in the nonprofit sector, we're seeing this, but with our leaders of color, we're seeing a lot of courage and perseverance in our community.
That's right. And speaking of courage, we want to take a moment now to recognize someone who has been with us since the beginning, not only leading us and helping to provide funding for the work of the New Philanthropist, but also speaking up for us and guiding us in a lot of ways toward the path that we're on right now.
And we're talking about William Buster, Executive Vice President for Community Impact, formerly at St. David's Foundation. So let's watch this amazing video.
I'm so glad that young professionals here in Austin want to be civil servants and serve their communities. And I want them to bring their passion to that work, but they have to be prepared to be leaders within the nonprofit sector. It's not just good enough to come and sit on the board and say that you attended meetings. You have to be prepared. And so join organizations like TNP to get prepared to serve in leadership roles, because we do need you. We need diverse communities. We need all those voices that are going to help those organizations know how to work in communities of color even better. So I'm glad that you have the passion, but get prepared to lead.
Now, what a great message for our leaders of color. You know, I think that's something that we can all learn from, but, you know, it's also like thinking about how we're going to leave our legacy. So I love it. I love it. Thank you, William.
Yeah. So, you know, unfortunately, William has left the Austin area and he's gone on to become Senior Vice President for Impact at Dogwood Health Trust in North Carolina. And we wish him well in that regard. But we want to remember him and kind of memorialize his impact on the new philanthropist. And that's why we want to recognize his leadership and support with the William Buster Scholarship Fund for the Equity Chair Workshop. This fund will allow more people and more leaders of color to get the training they need to serve on those boards, serve their communities well, and lead those nonprofits into the future.
So thanks again, William. You will be missed, but your name will and legacy will live on here in Austin in Central Texas.
I hope when people talk about William Buster's time in Austin, I hope they'll say that when I came here, there wasn't a lot of conversation about equity and diversity. And as I leave here, I hope that I've helped to amplify that conversation. So I hope my legacy is that I opened the door for more people of color to serve in leadership roles here in this community. And I hope that I've been able to direct more resources to nonprofits of color. But people will have to say that for themselves. But I hope that will be my legacy.
We're going to get some technical things in order in just a second. I want to make sure that, one, everyone takes a second to register some of the work that we are really excited about coming into this next year. This scholarship is about that. And we want you guys to register the fact that it takes a lot of support to make those types of things happen. So we are going to bring William Buster back on and make sure that you guys get to hear from him as he is leaving our fair city. And that makes a lot of people feel so many different ways. We're going to stay on with him and make sure we get that coordinated for you guys. Everybody, please take a moment to have William Buster back with us. I think we still need to try to hear you, William. I'm not sure why. No?
I can't hear you.
No, we're still waiting. Your microphone does say unmuted, but it may be something else.
How about now?
Yeah. We
All
got
right.
it. I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you again, William.
Hey, thanks a lot. Hey, peace. Hey, what's up, Jaka? So good to see you all. I've been checking out the chat, and I am absolutely blown away by the honor that's been given me. Many of you who I know and many of you who I hate that I didn't get a chance to know were all support for me. You don't know how much it means to me to know that there were people out there pulling for me while I was inside of the organization pulling for you. I'm blessed. I was blessed to be able to serve in this role. I was honored to be able to serve in the role. And the work continues. I may be leaving the area, but I am only a phone call, a text, an email away. I'm always going to be supportive of the work that happens in Central Texas. I'm always going to be glad for the work that I did and the people that I met. I've truly made some friends that I will have for the rest of my life. And I will be honored and tell people about this great kind of honor that you've given me with naming this scholarship after me. So I'm going to be putting my own money into it as well. So I encourage you, as we're raising funds tonight, this is a fundraiser as well. Please, please give money. I'm going to give some, so match me. All right. So Mondo, Monica, you were the first person that I had a serious conversation with in this community. Thank you for having my back. I truly, truly thank you. You don't know how much I appreciate all that you did for me and those things that I knew and the things that I did not know. Monica and Mondo, Paulina, I love you all. See you later.
I love how that rhymes. TNP 2020 honoree. William Buster, your words and your efforts, it really is insurmountable. You will be dearly missed. Chelsea Elliott says, and I think many of us also echo that. There is a time to say, W. William Buster.
There's still time to stay.
No, there's still time to stay. I'm sorry. The print is so small sometimes. I really appreciate you guys. I would love to read this sentiment here. Role model and inspiration. You gave us the boost we needed. And now there are organizations across the country who want to replicate our work. Thank you, William. That's a wonderful sentiment. Thank you, Monica Williams, for that. Up next is our executive director. Some of y'all have been hanging tough. You have gotten your tickets in and you went and got your swag bags. And there's further rewards for you being a part of TNP. And our executive director, Paulina Artieda, is going to come in with her wheel of names. And we're going to choose some winners. Yeah, I think it's a little more dynamic than that. But we're going to choose some of our winners for tonight. So you guys have to be in the program so that you can win. So stay locked right here as we bring in Paulina. Hey there, Paulina.
Hey, how's it going? All right, who's ready to win? And that was so inspirational.
But unfortunately, I cannot.
All right. Awesome, guys. Well, who's ready to win something here? Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for sticking around. We wanted to make sure we had some prizes, so we're going to do wheel names. In other words, if you register through the Eventbrite, then you're going to get a chance to see if you win something. Our first prize is a $100 HEB card. So let's see who's the lucky winner of this. And if I do say your name, make sure you direct message us on Facebook or somehow get a hold of us, and we'll make sure to send out that prize to you. So let's see. Oh my God, Tanya Thar Jogi. I think I saw you today as well when you picked up your swag bag. You are now a winner of a $100 gift card for HEB. Congratulations. Let's see who else. Alejandra Rodriguez Botan. There you go. Well, you get also another $100 gift card for HEB. And as our last winner of the night, we are going to give away a tacos snapback. Here we go, guys. This is like some gold out there right now. And we know where this comes from. This comes from Mondo. So for sure, this is a pretty unique gift. Oh my God. Rocky Agrawal. There you go. Congratulations, Rocky. Congratulations, everybody who won tonight. And thank you for being with us once more. Up next, I think we got some more cumbia for you guys, but thank you for joining us and stay tuned still. We still got a little more celebrating to do.
Thank you so much, Paulina. I think everyone is going to enjoy their prizes. I definitely would love an HEB gift card right about now. I think everyone loves HEB, and HEB does a lot for the community. So go ahead and spend your dollars over at HEB. Get your gift card and go and get one of the little pre-packaged meals they have there. The store brand tortilla chips ain't so bad either. It's really wonderful. I love it.
You could take us out. We can go shopping. We can do that.
I don't have any problem eating in the parking lot at HEB.
No, the cheesecake over there is all right. The pastries, you know what I'm saying? Like dessert. We could do dessert. We could do brunch. We could, whatever y'all want to do. I mean, just holler. We're here for you.
I'm here for it all, quite frankly. And Mondo Rayo says he's already a winner. So
he is already a winner.
I'm pretty sure he knows a thing or two about what it means to feast like a king. All right. So we're gonna get into our cumbia magic with a couple more selections from Eliud. We want you guys to keep those drinks coming and do not hesitate to donate. There is the link. And our QR code was just up, but it'll be back when we come in a little bit after our music. And go ahead and enjoy the wonderful music of Eliud.
No porque hayamos terminado, me he convertido en tu enemigo. No es como si haya matado al que dices es su amigo. Muchos ya me habían jurado, no diré quién fue el testigo. Yo que todo había arriesgado por estar siempre contigo. Y ahora me tengo que ir, tengo que partir, volver a reír, tengo que escribir y jamás volverte a consentir. Yo a ti ya no te debo nada, no te hagas la sufrida, eres una descarada. No porque hayamos terminado, me he convertido en tu enemigo. No es como si haya matado al que dices es tu amigo. Muchos ya me habían jurado, no diré quién fue el testigo. Yo que todo había arriesgado por estar siempre contigo. Y ahora me tengo que ir, tengo que partir, volver a reír, tengo que escribir y jamás volverte a consentir. Yo a ti ya no te debo nada, no te hagas la sufrida, eres una descarada. ¡Hey! Y ahora me tengo que ir, tengo que partir, volver a reír, tengo que escribir y jamás volverte a consentir. Y a ti ya no te debo nada, no te hagas la sufrida, eres una descarada. Cuando buceaba por el fondo del océano, me enamoré de una bellísima sirena. Fuera del mar silbación las felices estamos y nos casamos en las playas de Caleta. Pasaron más de 9 meses sin ninguna novedad, pero cerquita de los 13 se enfermó de gravedad. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casado, con la cara de angelito, pero cola de pescado. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casados, con la cara de angelito, pero cola de pescado. Así es. Una mañana los soldados tiburones me condujeron a la corte de Neptuno. Se me excusaba que era un viernes de dolores. A la sirena me comí en el desayuno. Como ninguno me creyera, me mandaron fusilar. Cuando aparece mi sirena y cuenta toda la verdad. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casados, con la cara de angelito, pero cola de pescado. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casados, con la cara de liucito, pero cola de pescado. ¡Epa! Y que se escuche este matamoros, este Mauricio, señores. Ya ninguno me creyera, me mandaron fusilar. Cuando aparece mi sirena y cuenta toda la verdad. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casados, con la cara de lisito, pero cola de pescado. Tuvimos un sirenito justo al año de casados, con la cara de lisito, pero cola de pescado. 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 Pero cola de pescado.
Huepa! I believe that is the proper terminology, is it not? Let me be informed. Can I get a few huepas in the comments? Or a couple of air horns in the comment. Y'all know how to party. You know we do. Yes, you know we do. We are Riders Against the Storm. And again, we want to encourage you all to give to this wonderful organization, The New Philanthropist, and the awesome work that they're doing to diversify the landscape of our boards in the nonprofit sector and beyond. I've been a recipient of their excellent efforts. So many wonderful people that I know that really do make a change and a difference in the community participate with the New Philanthropist, because it's good work. It's powerful work. And it resides in those corridors, in those rooms that people aren't normally invited in. It is demanding that there is actual change, actual cultural shifts, and not just the formalities of it, but making sure that the voices are actually engaged so that our experiences are at the table and making an impact.
I mean, this is all about the new. Old philanthropists, they had like the pocket watches and the cigars, and they told people, no, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a new day. It's great to have a new energy. It's great to have new voice. It's great to have new everything. You know what it was like when you was getting ready to go back to school and you got your new school, you got your new backpack, you got your new trapper keeper, you know, your first day of school, you had your outfit. It's just good to have something new, some new shoes, right? So the new philanthropists are bringing in a new energy to philanthropy, and we're here to celebrate all of that. All that in a bag of chips, whatever chips you like. You like the voodoo chips, you like the tortilla chips, you like Funyuns, whatever you into. They all that. They all that. So let's bring them in. Where they at?
Yeah, we want to bring in our friends for a toast to toast up this year. Of course, we have the wonderful leader, executive director, Paulina, here with us tonight. Of course, there we go. There's Monica. I'm looking for my homie Mondo to come on in. I'm sure
he's always late. He's always late.
He's always late.
He's late.
Somebody
I drank mine.
That's all it is. Somebody drink.
You were dancing, Monica, right?
I was drinking and dancing. I was like, wait a minute, what happened to the drink?
Hopefully he's bringing the tacos.
The tardy taco biz.
It's all good.
I'm texting him. Hold on.
You know what? It's all good. I'm so happy for you, for both of y'all, Kia and Chaka. Thank you so much for tonight. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for Eliud for turning up that machine washing cumbia style that we always need to make sure happens. And thank you for all your donations, guys. We really appreciate it. We feel the love. We feel the support, and we will continue to do this work. We will for sure be there for you. So yeah, it's been great. We have some amazing fans out there. I love Pam Owens. She's always on it like that. It's hilarious.
I don't know what room she's not in. We talking about people not being in rooms. I'm trying to know what room is Pam Owens not in.
She's a force. She's a force for sure.
She is a force.
Hey,
I'm ready for this.
Lead us off with a toast.
He got the tuxedo taco hat on, the formal maroon tee.
I'm always formal.
Yeah.
We're looking for you to lead our toast, Mondo. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Here you go. Thank you to Tito's Vodka, hooking it up.
St. David's Foundation.
What? What'd you say?
Thank our other sponsors as well. Borracho.
Obviously. Borracho means in good spirits.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you to Tito's. Thank you to St. David's. Thank you to Chameleon Coffee, Riders Against the Storm, Key and Chaka. Thank you so much, hooking it up. And thank you to everyone, just the supporters of New Philanthropists, William Buster, St. David's Foundation, and, we're going places.
Our mentors who served, led, all of those who participated in our programs, everyone who allowed us to use their space.
Yes.
And our board.
The internet. Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet.
All right. Well, this is the 2021.
Salud.
We're going to be doing it right. Here we come.
Clink, 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 clink. Yeah.
Clink, clink. Ojos.
All
right.
Yes, gotta get the in there. Yeah, we have music coming up, and we're gonna definitely enjoy some more of our time together here. It's not over. You guys can hang out, have some more drinks. We might pop up, dance a little bit on screen. Enjoy yourselves. That is the point of this evening and all the hard work that has gone into this year. My goodness, just take a moment to take in how this year is going to roll ride. It has been amazing.
Is there one thing y'all want to share that, a funny story or something, anything with folks about this year, TNP or otherwise, that you just, while you're here, you want to share with your family?
Your constituents?
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't have done it without Paulina. Paulina is our fearless leader. She's amazing. Obviously, Monica and I have the co-founders, the vision and whatever, but Paulina has, taken it to a whole nother level. Shout out to Paulina.
Shout out.
Cheers to Paulina, y'all. Cheers to Paulina out at the end.
Everybody, thank you guys.
I want to make sure y'all know about our programs coming up in 2021, because there's lots of opportunities for y'all leaders of color. You are needed more than ever on these nonprofit boards. And don't forget that when you serve on a nonprofit board, so many other opportunities open up for you. So I hope a lot of you take the time to step up into leadership. It is hard work, and it is a lot of time to serve on a board, and it is truly community service. But when you do that, you lift all of us up. And so we invite you to participate in 2021. Make it your New Year's resolution, and we hope to see you there.
Palabra.
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 How you say word up? Palabra what?
Arriba.
Palabra arriba.
Palabra arriba.
Just palabra, bro. Just palabra, bro.
All right, keep it at palabra. We have some more music from Riders Against the Storm to come up, and just that our program is coming to a close. We're also going to do we're gonna have a little dance. We're gonna have a little tribute, our special little dance party, super short dance party that we're gonna do in honor of William Buster. We're gonna have a little Prince tribute.
Well, you better be out there. We got a little something special for you.
Just for you. We heard you were a Prince fan, so we just wanted to play a little something so you guys can feel good as we end this year and take in some of this glorious things, and put our sights into 2021. Really manifest a complete shift in some of the difficulty that we've experienced this year. So
2021. I'm looking at you.
We're looking at you.
21.
Come on, 20.
We come. Yeah.
We're ready for you. We're ready.
Ready for you.
Experience.
Yeah.
So cheers. I want you guys to enjoy what we got popping in just a little bit. We're going to listen to some Riders Against the Storm and come back for a little bit of a dance party. So tune in. Stay tuned. We love you guys. Peace and love to everyone that has participated thus far. One love, y'all.
Love you guys.
When we point at y'all, you're gonna say, yeah. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I heard that through the mask this time. 1, 2, 3.
And that goes for everybody who's watching over the airwaves also. If you want to jump up, you can just do it in yourself. Well, that's all you. You can feel that. You don't need a whole crowd. You can just feel it yourself. So let's do that.
Facts. Let's go. Y'all ready?
They go get it.
Yeah. Janelle said the booty don't lie.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta ask me why.
Yeah.
Come over here and get your line. Baby, it's so crazy how you open my eye.
Yeah.
Hit it really so bright.
Yeah.
They can never stop to shine.
Yeah.
Every day is paradise. Whenever I can wake up in nowhere in the sky.
Yeah.
I just wanna be free.
Yeah.
Y'all know it's we, not me.
Yeah.
The flow it gets real deep. Making love till you sleep. Then we living our dream.
Yeah.
Even the sky ain't a limit.
Yeah.
Two so totally different.
Yeah.
Change the city in a minute, cause we spit it with a flame that'll never be extinguished.
You need my love in your life, babe.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love, come get your love.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love in your life, baby.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love, come get your love.
Come and get it.
See, frankincense on my neck is aromatherapy. I like to be the have you in my company. Hey, swing by me and we can both be peace. Receive and relate in between me sheets. But style like a butterfly from a cocoa. Flexing the muscles like we were practicing kung fu. Rise like the sun do. Want you to pay attention to the position and direction. Giving you my own meditative my direction. Black on black ain't a crime, it's a state of mind. Learning each other. Know you love my lover. It's another dimension.
Yet to be discovered. Do you wonder?
Love is just rain and a thunder. So with the stars that's found in your comfort. So with the king kill a life in the hunger. Baptized by the honey. You need my love in your mind, baby.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love, come get your love.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love in your life, baby.
Come and get it, come on.
You need my love, come get your love.
Come and get it,
You ready?
Let's go.
2, 3, set. Come on. Here we go.
it, come and get it, come on.
You need my loving in your life, baby.
Come and get it, come and get it, come on.
You need my love, go get yours.
Come and get it, come and get it. Come and get it, come and get it, come on. Come and get it, come and get it, hey. Come and get it, come and get it, come on. Come and get it, come and get it, hey. Come and get it, come and get it, come on. Come and get it, come on, come on. Come and get it, come and get it, get your life, y'all. Woo. Hey, this one going out to everybody that ever had to make a resume to go get some money. Yeah, somebody say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, Reba, Reba.
Reba, Reba.
Say, Reba, Reba.
Reba, Reba.
Yo, when I step into the room, and a viewer look surprised, but then all up in my face, better look me in my eyes. Sat down and asked me why I felt qualified to teach in the school. I smiled and said, ain't no teachers without students, and then you been overlooked. Don't take no genius or no master to see what's in it. It's outdated like most of the folks behind the desk think they ain't got a change. Just collect and fact check to act like babysitters, they in love with the rest. Complaining about you, then they lack of interest. I got a PhD, man, and serving whack rappers, making something out of nothing. Economics got the master of living quick hustles to make ends meet. Because if we don't hustle, man,
we don't eat.
I went to college, Ivy League, and barely survived. Came out with honors in the bachelor's, working 9 to 5 for what? To follow orders and color in the lines. I want you out of the box, thinking deep about your American dream.
Then over glamified.
Then his eyes glazed over like a hostess apple pie. Started looking all confused and a little bit scared. Stood up and shook my hand with some tension in the air, but I broke it like a bottle. This is what I shared. Don't need no resume to represent me.
I say what?
Don't need no resume to represent me.
I say what?
Don't need no resume to represent me.
I say what?
Don't need no resume to represent me.
I say what?
Don't need no damn resume to represent me. Come
I'm
on.
out of credit to my race without credit.
And up to par, test deductible, hustable, PhD, whipping up.
I say power is peace. People say I am bizarre. Yet desires are open to you when the store is ajar. Sick and tired of oppressing people just to get a good job. Then what is the cause? When life is lost, the supervisor oversees that report to the boss. There's some people around.
Cut your hair, lay it down.
Your clothes are colorful.
Are you an African clown?
I'm a woman with your beliefs that dedicated in town. I'm an artist with the heart of people so from the ground. I'm alive by the fire when you get light of the fire. Look at this image, can you hear me?
Kiss the structure goodbye.
When I go to the goals at the close of the century, your bank account was full.
But you're so
a resume can never represent me.
Say what?
A resume can never represent me. Resume can never represent me. I need no damn resume to represent me.
Do y'all need a resume? Say hell no. Do y'all need a resume?
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume?
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume? Hey.
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume?
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume? Hey.
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume?
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume? Hey.
Hell no.
Do you need a resume?
Hell no.
Do y'all need a resume?
Say what?
I mean it.
I say what?
I mean it.
I say what?
I mean it. Hey, let's go.
Have to trust exactly what it is that you're experiencing. You got to know what you're feeling and trust that when you walk into a room. So yeah, you could need a resume, but ultimately, you could feel it. You could feel it.
It don't make up who you are. You know.
Mondo says, hell no.
Hell
all right.
No. Do you need a good taco though, Mondo?
Do you need a good taco?
Yes,
I think
you
you do need a good taco and a good drink. That being said, we definitely want to thank Tito's again, and we want to thank Chameleon Cold Brew, and we want to thank St. David's Foundation for making this evening fantastic. I am so happy that folks have been tuning in, and a few folks are still sticking around. There's still time to make donations. There's always time to make donations, friends. So you definitely have links in our comment section. You have links in our description, and you have the QR code available to you so you guys can go ahead and make those donations to the new philanthropist. The new is the emphasis that we want everyone to feel. This is a whole new era, a whole new way of doing things. Love the experience.
Yeah, just lived experience. That's right.
Yeah, lived experience.
That's right.
That's right.
That's data. That's information.
That's data. That is information.
That's a degree right there.
That's right. It is lived experience. That says a lot and can bring and inform quite a bit. So you did not throw your knee out, Pamela. Hold on.
No, she did not.
Oh, snap. Got my dance on. Well, we're about to dance just a little bit more to take y'all out. I want you guys to kind of get into a little groove with us. Obviously, I might challenge Shaka to a dance battle right now. Mondo, are you still on camera,
in
man?
In the seat right now. We're going to do a dance battle in the seat.
In the seat right now. I want to see if Mondo wants to come in and do a dance battle with us. So, Shaka, let me see what you got.
This is so smooth, you know what I mean? I don't know what you did. Hey.
Monica, do you have a little dance battle in you? Your turn. Go ahead, Monica. There she goes. That's right. Hey, get those shoulders working. Hey. There it is. Yeah, Mondo, we want to see you on camera. Folks want to see you get your robot on. Hey.
What?
We don't see you on camera. Mondo, we need to see you on camera.
Go ahead, Monica.
Hey.
What?
Side to side.
Hey.
This is our time to celebrate. We're doing so much work.
Come on. Go ahead, Mondo. You robot, Mondo.
Oh, don't make me throw up on you. Yo, where's Paulina? Where's Paulina?
Oh, there she goes.
I'm gonna throw it to someone. Ready? Catch it. Okay.
We're partying, y'all.
Here we go. Oh.
Lady Joy. Dance battle. Hey.
Hey. I do a mean Roger Rabbit.
Oh, well done.
Old school, but you need like vertical screen, though.
You don't need to see your feet. We just need to see you.
Yeah. There you go. Here's my family. They're gonna be dancing.
I like this. TNP party pre-pandemic, but I'm now.
Here's a break dancer. Come on.
Yeah, Isham. Yeah. We're celebrating, y'all. We've done a lot. Y'all be sure to get into TNP so we can keep the party going. We got a few more minutes, friends.
We're dancing. Oh, nice job, Paulina.
Who got that air guitar?
Give us your break dance. Come on. Hey. All right, I got shy. My kids got shy. It's all good.
Show them how not to be shy, Mondo. Come on, girl. We need to be like, I can't wait to see all y'all.
She's like, yeah.
You got William left.
Yeah, watch me and Mommy. Come on. Over there and watch me.
Hope William Buster stayed for this. This is for you, William.
I know, dude.
You William Buster.
We love you, William.
Hey.
There we go. Thank you, William.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
I'm gonna
I've done that before.
Let's check off 2020, friends.
2020.
I just won't shut extra time and no.
We love you, everybody out there that tuned in.
Y'all are the best.
Rest in peace.
I miss that body rock. Yeah.
Any closing words, any final words before we close out our stream and our broadcast to the extended TNP community, friends?
Paulina, take us out.
I'm going to say we got this, y'all. We got 2021. We're out to make a difference. We're going to make it happen. And I'm just excited to see, beautiful thoughts like this of people of color coming together at the boardroom, at leadership circles. We're going to make this change happen. And I'm very lucky and fortunate to be around family with everyone here tonight. And, thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support, for thank you philanthropists. And we'll be here for you.
All right, everybody. Peace and love. Go ahead and check everything out in the comments. Check everything out in the descriptions. Continue to give and show love to all these wonderful leaders. Sorry, I got tacos on the taco eater. The taco has threw me off.
One taco at a time.
No, it's time for tacos. Yes, and so we are Riders Against the Storm. Of course, this is Shaka and Kidada. And we love you all very, very much. This concludes our broadcast, our party, and our celebration this evening.
Thank y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
All right. Peace.